Hello everyone! This is Sparklefartz Gaming, and today we're back with another episode of Dragon Age Origins. We are going to go on with our adventure, I guess. What we want to do first is to seek out Al Eamon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Eamon Gwerin, the Earl of Redcliffe. Al Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal. Great. Then there's also a paragon of a kind. That's the Dwarven quest. Nature of the Beast is the Elven quest. And the Broken Circle is the Circle of Magi's quest. But yeah. Basically, we're going to Redcliffe, but at first I wanted to have a small chat with Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
No, haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty well. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Huh. You think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Oh, Alistair. Yeah, Duncan was a good man, and he died in vain.
Yes?
Hello, Liliana. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending how so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Yeah, I prefer your ideas to the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes. By Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Flemeth used you as bait? That's rather disturbing.
It was a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Do you still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
No, not. I don't disagree, actually. You're probably right.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Oh! Yeah, so the more approval you get from people, they get like bonuses. So, I believe 25 is something that we, like, is the limit. Oh yeah, because she has 26 and she got it. 18. I think Sten is the lowest on the levometer. Yeah, he's only +2. I'll just give him some armor. He needs some. Let's go.
It shall be done.
To Redcliffe. I mean, Alistair, since he seems to know this Ollie.
Yes.
Mage.
Indeed.
I guess we'll start off with these 3, and then we'll switch out for Sten later. Ooh, yeah, and these are all the options. We can go to Redcliffe Village, Soldiers Pass, Frostback Mountains, Lake Kellenhard Docks, Van Lawrence Lands, that's a DLC thing, that's also a DLC thing. The Brazilian Outskirts, and Denerim. But we are going to Redcliffe, and this is the Horde. And it's already past Ostergar and Flemeth's hut. Oh. We meet resistance. Help. Let's see, you should really go to that dude. Great. Let's see, Alistair, please go over there. Oh, maybe you should. Great! Yeah, so this happens pretty often. You get ambushed by stray darkspawn. Honestly, at least it was Morrigan. Usually Alistair's the one who triggers all the traps. And just as I said that, there he goes.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind? I'm not going to like this, am I? Let me guess. You're an idiot. And can it wait? What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Al Eamon exactly?
I think you said that he raised you?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born.
Oh.
Al Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Oh.
Which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
My god. What? You don't think you might have told me this before? So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. Doesn't that make you the heir of the throne? And why did you wait to tell me this? So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did.
Of course she would.
So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
That's awful, actually. Did she know the truth about you? What an awful thing to do to a child. And that sounds like a bunch of whining. You were probably luckier than most orphans. Yeah, what an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
You were young. Yeah, you were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Come on, Alistair. Aren't you? As you command, my prince. That's not really what you think, is it? And you're here with me. I think I'm the lucky one. And 5, what does that make me? That's kind of rude. Do we want to be sarcastic or do we want to be flirty? I'll to Hecate with it. You're here with me. I think I'm the lucky one.
I feel very unworthy of that. But thank you.
Yeah. He's a bastard to the king! What a wonderful man. Oh, +7, my god. Hello?
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I need to see Al Eamon. What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What are you talking about? Heard what? I've heard Al-Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under
Days?
attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Oh.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Al-Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Of course. Monsters are attacking the village.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud. Alistair? It is you, isn't it?
Oh.
You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
Oh yeah. You may have known my father, Tern Cousland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Oh no. What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses
TM.
returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kaelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
Of course.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Al-Eamon.
Yeah, of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of Al-Eamon's knights here.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Yes, their son for the sacred ashes. No. Wow. Their search for the urn of sacred ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Okay. Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Ah, I see. Do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after this battle is over? What exactly are these things that attack the village?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Of course. What exactly are these things attacking the village? Well, he told us they're walking dead, so they're basically corpses. Yeah, I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Morgan approves. I understand her point of view, like we have more important things to do, like stop the blight, but we might really need all Eamon's help, and if we don't stop these monsters from attacking Redcliffe, we don't get that help we need, so...
What do you need? There is not much daylight left.
Oh, sorry, are you stressed? Tell me more about yourself.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Fine, but...
I beg your pardon, my lady. Where are my manners? What would you like to know?
Why have you stayed? Why didn't you just leave?
After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bannon gear up to battle Loghain, while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own.
Great. That's politics, everyone. What will you do if Arl Eamon is dead?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl, and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Aw. Do you have any family yourself?
Oh, you mean, am I married? No, I've never had the pleasure. If I did, I'd be lucky to find a woman as lovely as yourself.
Thanks. Oh, very lucky.
If I may be so bold, what of you, my lady? Are you married?
Yes, in fact. No, I'm not.
I find that hard to believe. Surely that is.
Oh
a crime
god, this is
somewhere. I'm
cringeworthy.
too bold, my lady. This is hardly the time for such banter. Please accept my apology.
It's fine. Yeah, for what? I'm not offended.
You're too kind, my lady. Amongst many other things.
Oh god, okay, let's leave. I mean, is he a skilled warrior? I mean, I'm guessing he has studied the arts of the warrior, but yeah, perhaps we should get going.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
Oh god. I'll see what I can do.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Of course. Thanks.
Blessed art thou who seeks me.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
No, are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off, do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head. When you're at it.
Yeah.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Do you have... Oh, have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
And you have nobody without him. Yeah, I'll look for him.
You will. Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
I mean, Eileen knows everything about losing her family. And having no one left, so...
Smell. Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
Yeah, it's a fishing village. Get used to it.
Of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
Hmm.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Well, they do. Oh, wait, no! I don't think Darkspawn care who kills them.
If you hadn't noticed, there aren't Darkspawn around these parts. Not yet, anyway. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
You want to
Well, we do
gurgle
want to
some
help
more gravel
however
there?
we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
I suppose so. How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
True. So, let's see if we can find this boy. Or the young girl who was crying before. Hello, is anyone there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I spoke to your sister in the Chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate the Chantry so much?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. All right.
That's
I
good,
came
lad.
out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
Just tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Okay. Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use the sword to help the village.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Perhaps I could help you and your sister in return.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright. Even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to your sister about it, I promise.
Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Ah. Alright then. He's just scared. The green blade.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Yeah, about the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan.
No, I wanted to pay
With my
you!
mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
No, I want to give you
Maker
money!
keep you safe.
Oh, well, that's infuriating. At least.
This is who I told you about, Caitlin. They're going to save the village.
Aw. Let's see if we can persuade this Owen to come out.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen, the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
I'll let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Eileen, a Grey Warden helping Bantegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds.
Indeed.
Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
I am.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Verlaine, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Why
Right
not?
then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Morrigan. What's she down to? Like 10? No, 16. My god. Let's go check for the warehouse. Lake Cullenhard, no swimming. Callanhard is the forefather to the king. Yeah, he's the forefather to King Marek, and he united Ferelden.
I shall do it.
We found the general store. Note. Tattered shopping list. There is lamp oil in these barrels. Oh, can
Yes.
she open it?
It's done.
No, not high enough level. But we got a quest update. Yeah, I told Owen I'd look for his daughter and find a use for the barrels of oil.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say.
Great.
I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Great. We're not only ready, Murdoch, we're going to win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
I still need to speak with Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Great. And what might this be?
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you
I
catch
shall
cold
do
in the
it.
head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Oh, sorry, Morrigan. Well, we've finished the first part of helping the village of Redcliffe, and we'll continue to help them in the next episode when we will speak to Sir Perth and find a use for the barrels of oil. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. And you're welcome back for the next one. Bye!